At 73, Betty couldn't believe Third, starting your day in a cleanse pace reduces stress and sets a positive tone. Betty's kitchen transformation weighs incredible. Instead of spending 30 minutes clearing space just to make breakfast, she now starts each day with clear counters and a sense of control. Her arthritis doesn't flare up from reaching around clutter, and she never loses important items like medications or bills in the mess. Here's your action step. Tomorrow morning, before you do anything else, set a 5-minute timer. Touch each visible item once. Put it away or throw it away. Don't overthink it. This single habit will prevent 80% of your daily clutter accumulation. Betty says this one change made her feel 10 years younger because she stopped starting every day feeling behind and overwhelmed. Have you ever noticed how clutter makes you feel anxious? Tell me in the comments what's the messiest area in your home right now. But here's what is really exciting. The next habit is even more powerful, and it only takes 3 minutes. Number 2, the event in gratitude walkthrough. Every evening at 7 p.m., Betty does something that sounds almost too simple to work. Good, it's become her favorite part of Fede. She calls it her gratitude walkthrough, and it keeps her home consistently tidy while actually boosting her mood and energy levels. Let me show you exactly how this works, and it's perfect for seniors. Betty slowly walks through each room, off her home carrying in a small basket. But there's the twist. She's not just studying. As she picks up each item and puts it in its proper place, she thinks off one thing she's grateful for in that room. In the living room, she might appreciate her comfortable reading chair while fluffing the cushions. In the kitchen, she's thankful for her ability to cook nutritious meals while wiping down the counter. This isn't just feel-good nonsense. There's real science behind why this works. The gratitude component releases endorphins that make the task feel pleasant instead of burdensome. The slow walking, providential exercise that's perfect for seniors. And because you're only picking up items that accumulated during the day, it never takes more than 10 minutes testable. Betty discovered something amazing. During her first week of gratitude walkthroughs, she wasn't just maintaining a clean home. She was ending each day feeling positive and accomplished instead of tired and frustrated. Her sleep improved because she wasn't lying in bed thinking about tomorrow's chores. Her home felt like a sanctuary instead of a source of stress out the physical. Benefits surprised her too. The gentle movement helped with her joint stiffness, and bending to pick up a few items each evening was like a natural stretching routine. Compare this to weekend marathon cleaning sessions that left her back aching for days. Here's how to start your own gratitude walkthrough. Set a consistent time each evening, ideally before dinner. Carry a small basket or container. Move slowly through each room, picking up only what doesn't belong. As you handle each item, think of something you appreciate about that space. And by taking 3 deep breaths and acknowledging your accomplishment, Betty's evening routine transferred from dreading the mess that accumulated each day to actually looking forward to this peaceful, grateful time in her home. What time of day do y'all think would work best for your gratitude walkthrough? Share in the comments. Number 3, the one-touch paper system. Paper clutter was Betty's biggest nemesis. Mail, newspapers, magazines, medical paperwork, bills. It seemed to multiply overnight. She had piles on every surface, and finding important documents was like a treasure hunt. Then she learned the one-touch paper system, and suddenly her paper chows became completely manageable in just 2 minutes a day. Here's the brilliance of this system. Betty handles each piece of paper exactly once when it enters her home. No piles. I'll sort this later. No shuffling papers from one stack to another. When she brings in the mail, she stands right by her recycling bin and her simple filing system. And she makes an immediate decision about every single piece. Betty's system has just 4 categories. Action required. Bills to pay. Appointments to schedule. Keep and file. Important documents. Medical records. Read later. Magazines. Newsletters. Trash or recycle. Junk mail. Outdated information. The maggot happens because she never sets a piece of paper down without putting it in the correct category. For action required items, Betty has a beautiful wooden tray on her kitchen counter where bills go immediately with their due dates written in the envelope. This visual reminder means she never forgets to pay bills or misses important deadlines. For keep and file, she has a simple expandable folder with tabs for medical, financial, legal, and personal documents. No complicated filing system, just 4 broad categories that cover everything. Third later category was Betty's game changer. Instead of leaving magazines scattered around, creating visual clutter, she has one attractive basket be her favorite reading chair. When the basket is full, she donates the older issues before adding new ones. This prevents the magazine avalanche status to overwhelm her coffee table. Why does this work so well for seniors? First, it eliminates decision fatigue. You make the choice once instead of handling the same paper multiple times. Second, it prevents the accumulation that leads to overwhelming sorting sessions. Third, it ensures you never lose important documents in piles of junk mail. Betty's transformation was remarkable. Her surfaces stayed clear. She never missed paying a bill, and she always knew exactly where to find important documents. The stress of paper clutter completely disappeared from her life. Her dining room table, which had been unusable for months due to paper piles, became her space for puzzles and crafts again. Your action step. Create your 4 paper destinations today. When tomorrow's mail arrives, practice the on-touch rule. Handle each piece exactly once and put it in the correct category immediately. What's the paper pile that bothers you most in your home? Tell me in the comments. Number 4, the strategic dish strategy. Betty Uazedo spent about an hour every evening washing dishes, and honestly, her sink was always full of intimidating pile that made cooking feel overwhelming. She dreaded meal cleanup so much that she started eating more takeout, which wasn't great for her health or her budget. Then she discovered what I call strategic dish strategy. 2 minutes because she's only dealing with 10 items. Never an overwhelming pile. Why does the specific number matter? Betty discovered that 10 items feels manageable and accomplishable, not overwhelming. It's enough to make a visible difference in how her rooms look, but not so many that the task feels burdensome. When you know you're really picking up 10 things, you actually look forward to seeing the immediate transformation. The psychology behind this is powerful for seniors. Many older adults feel overwhelmed by the idea of cleaning the whole house, which can lead to procrastination and letting messes build up. But everyone can pick up 10 items. It feels doable, quick, and gives you a sense of immediate accomplishment. Betty's living room went from constantly cluttered to consistently welcoming. Her coffee table stays clear for her morning crossword puzzle. Her favorite chair isn't buried under yesterday's sweater in today's newspaper. When friends visit, she never feels embarrassed about the state of her home because it's always basically tidy. The compound effect amazed Betty. When you remove 10 misplaced items twice a day, that's 140 items per week that aren't cluttering your living spaces. Over time, this creates homes where things naturally stay in their proper places because the system prevents accumulation. Here's the surprising benefit Betty didn't expect. The 10-item pickup became like a gentle treasure hunt. She'd rediscovered books she wanted to reread, find earrings she thought were lost, or come across photos that brought back happy memories. What felt like a chore became a daily opportunity to reconnect with her belongings. Betty's implementation tip: start with the room where you spend the most time. Set a phone timer for 2 minutes and see how many items you can return to their proper homes. Count them as you go. You'll be surprised how satisfying it feels to reach exactly 10. The visual transformation is immediate and motivating. Which room in your home collects the most random items throughout the day? Your living room, bedroom, or kitchen counter? Let me know in the comments. Number 6. The Sunday 15-minute deep spot. Betty used to spend entire Sunday string to deep clean her whole house, leaving her exhausted and frustrated because she could never finish everything. She'd start strong, but quickly become overwhelmed by the scope of work, then feel guilty about what she hadn't accomplished. The Sunday 15-minute deep spot changed everything and became her favorite weekly ritual. Here's the brilliant strategy. Every Sunday, Betty uses just one small area of her home for a 15-minute deep clean. Not a hollow room, not multiple tasks, just one specific spot that needs extra attention. Last Sunday, it was her bathroom medicine cabinet. The week before, her kitchen spice drawer. This Sunday, she's tackling the top of her bedroom dresser. The power is in the specificity and time limit. Betty sets Admer for exactly 15 minutes and focus intensely on that one area. She removes everything, wipes down all surfaces, organizes what she's keeping, and puts everything back neatly. When the timer rings, she stops, even if she's not completely finished. This prevents burnout and keeps the task feeling manageable. Why does this work so well for seniors? First, 15 minutes is long enough to make real progress, but shorten now that your energy and joints don't get strained. Second, focusing on one small area means you can actually complete something and feel accomplished. Third, over time, every area of your home gets this deep attention without you ever feeling overwhelmed. Betty keeps a running list of potential deep spot areas inside the kitchen drawers, her bedroom closet, shelf by shelf, bathroom cabinets, area around her favorite chair, her desk drawers, pantry shelves, and linen closet. When Sunday comes, she chooses based on what's bothering her most or what needs attention. The transformation in Betty's home has been remarkable. Every area gradually becomes more organized and functional. Her spice drawer now has everything visible and alphabetized. Her medicine cabinet has only current medications clearly labeled. Her dresser top is no longer a catch-all for random items. But here's what surprised Betty most. The Sunday deep spot became meditation time. focusing on one small area, handling each item thoughtfully, and seeing immediate transformation became deeply satisfying. She looks forward to this quiet, productive time each week. It's become her Sunday ritual that centers her for the week ahead. The ripple effect is powerful. When one area is deeply organized, it tends to stay that way because Betty appreciates the orders created. She's more likely to put things back properly when everything has a designated organized place. Betty's pro tip: take before and after photos of your deep spot area. Seeing the transformation documented is incredibly motivating and helps you remember how you organize things. She has a whole photo album of her home's gradual transformation, and looking through it brings her joy and pride. Your Sunday deep spot doesn't have to be cleaning. It could be organizing, decluttering, or even just arranging things more beautifully. The key is consistency and the 15-minute limit. Start this Sunday with the area that bothers you most when you look at it. Start this Sunday with the area that bothers you most when you look at it. What area of your home would benefit most from a 15-minute deep focus? Your junk drawer, bathroom cabinet, or maybe that chair where clothes always get piled. Share in the comments. I love seeing what areas people choose to transform first. The result of Betty's transformation. 6 months after implementing these daily habits, Betty's life is completely different. Her daughter now asks for cleaning advice instead of worrying about her mom's overwhelm. Betty's home stays consistently clean with just 18 minutes of daily effort. Less time than she used to spend just looking for misplaced items. Her energy levels improved because she's not exhausted by marathon cleaning sessions. Her stress decreased dramatically because her home supports her instead of overwhelming her. Most importantly, Betty feels proud of her space again. She invites friends over without embarrassment, enjoys cooking in her organized kitchen, and relaxes in clutter-free rooms. These 6 habits didn't just clean her house, they gave her back her sense of control and accomplishment. Betty proves that the right system designed specifically for seniors can transform both your home and our daily experience. Your home should be your sanctuary, not your source of stress. These habits make that possible. Start your own transformation. If you are ready to transform your home like Betty did, start with just one habit tomorrow. Pick the one that resonated most with you and commit to it for 1 week. I guarantee you'll see results that motivate you to add the next habit. Hit that like button if this video helped you see cleaning differently. And subscribe for more senior-specific life improvement strategies. Share this with someone who needs to hear that maintaining a clean home doesn't have to be overwhelming at their age. In the comments, tell me which habit you're restarting with. I read every comment and love cheering you on.